Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open. It is Friday, so you already know we are trading options, reviewing our plays that expired worthless, and we are jumping into how the week went. So right now we're sitting about 149,000, just under the cups of 150,000, which is nice to see. We had some really good momentum this week. We had a lot of trades go exactly how we wanted to. So I want to jump into. I want to take a look at it and what we should do with some of the options today. We have buying power of about 4,663 as of right now. We fired off a couple puts today, and we have a lot of options that are going to be expiring worthless. About $65,000 worth of options that will be expiring worthless. So we'll have lots of cash ready to go Monday. I could roll some today. We might roll some today, but for right now, let's take a look at it. So for the week, we were up 1,227. For the month, up 5,356 or 3.72%. For the year, we're up 15.18%. 1 year we're up 51% or 50 grand, and then all time since we opened the account we're up 84, almost 85%, up 68,663. So we are just slowly but surely chugging towards that $75,000 profit mark, and we just keep doing it each and every single week by spending a couple of minutes, selling a couple calls, selling a couple puts, rinse, repeat, and we just get with it. So let's take a look at it. Let's look at the options we have on the table. We loaded heavily on Tesla this week, and finally things are looking really good. So on the TSLL and the Tesla front, we have a lot of cash that's going to be coming back to us. I sold some TSLL puts earlier this week at the 11 strike. We got paid $80 for those. You can see they're up 70 already, so these are going to expire totally worthless, and we'll get the $11,000 back in our account on Monday. We have the Soxel calls at the 23.5. We're up $78 on these. We could roll these out, but Soxel's down 2% today. If we did the exact same strike for next week, let's take a look at the delta. Let's say we went with the 23.5 again, 85% chance of profit, 0.19 delta, actually not too bad, and we'd get $138 for that. I'm going to let these expire worthless, see if I can get a green week next week to sell into, and then we'll collect some income. Same thing on the Clean Spark. We got paid, what do we get paid? $84 on the calls there. These are going to expire worthless. Clean Spark's in the red today, and you guys know that when we have stocks in the red, it's not a favorable condition to sell on the calls, because if we have a rip on the upside, then they just go upside down really quick, and I'm not in a hurry to sell calls. So Clean Spark and Soxel, I'm letting the calls expire, totally worthless on those ones. TSLL, another one, we fired these off last week. We got paid, what was it, $120 for those, and we're going to keep the whole 120. Those will expire worthless. We'll get the $10,000 back on that, and we'll rinse and repeat on Monday. And then we have some MSTX puts at the 29. We're up $96 on those. You guys know how these ones work. They're at $1 right now, but if I wanted to close it, it's going to say 0.05. So we got paid $100. We're going to keep the whole 100. We'll let those expire worthless, and then we'll get just under $12,000 worth of buying power back on those ones as well. And then last but not least, Tesla. Wow, this one is way above our strike. We're at 320. Now, if we wanted to rock it and roll this position to the 3, it's actually not a bad move. We might actually do this. Let me take a look at next week at the 300 strike. Oh my gosh. So we're talking about a $330 credit there. Actually, let's take a look at this. If we went a little bit closer to where I like it, you guys know I like it, at the 287.5, that gives us a $30 buffer or so. I think I'm going to take this. So it's a $154 credit to get that done. Let's go at the 1.54. Let's collect a little bit of income. Tesla's on the red today. Let's see if we can get a roll there. And that would release $1,250 worth of collateral. We're rolling it down and out. We'll see if we can get a fill there. If not, I'm not too worried about it, but that is $30,000 it's going to free up. So if we don't get that to fill, we will spend it elsewhere. And then last but not least, we have the call puts at the 20 strike. Those are going to expire worthless. We're up $148 on those, so we'll get the $4,000 back there. I did sell some puts this morning, and this is into next week. I sold the 6.5 MSCUs. Looks like Tesla just went through as well, so we're good to go there. We just got paid over $150. We're at $7.32. You can just see that we're chugging even on MSTU as of right now. So we have 10 contracts there. I sold these this morning for $120, which is about a 1.8% return on my money there for the MSTU puts. So if I see a dip later next week, I'll probably add another 10 or so to this. Wouldn't mind willing and dealing a little bit of MSTU. I love it in the 6 and the 5 range if we can get there. If not, I'll just keep ripping the MSTX, but that's where we're sitting on the put side. So into next week, we have MSTU, we have MSTX, and we have Tesla. We just saw, what did this feel for, 154? Yeah, 154 there, so we booked a nice profit on the old one. And we got a little bit of extra cash available now at the 6,067. So that is all the plays we have there. Of course, as always, here's all the plays we made the entire year if you need to look at them. Full transparency there, as always, in the Roth account. So let's take a look here. How are we sitting for the month? Well, we're at $1,571. We've been really just taking it on easy street, slowly but surely collecting a little income. We've had way less risk than I usually run in this account. And that's because I just want to walk it up and to the right. We have a lot of uncertainty. We have some, 90-day pauses on the tariffs that are going to be coming up here in a month. And you just never know. The market feels really frothy to me, and so I'm just making sure that I mind my capital. We're at about $103,000 worth of cash in the account as of right now. And so we're just walking the account up and to the right. We're hitting new all-time highs almost every single week, and we just want to keep at that. So we're at 1,571 as of right now, 687 the first week, 377 the second week, 507 the third week, and we're at 1,571. That puts us up to $21,402 so far for 2025, and we're at about I guess we're at 149,000 on the balance, so I can change that. Let me just edit that. I think we were 149, 500 or so. So just right under the 150,000. And we're looking really good. So our goal this month was 2,840. We're 1,269 away. I'm pretty confident we can get there. I could sell some calls on excuse me. I could sell some calls on CleanSpark. And I have a lot of puts that I'm going to be selling on Monday or Tuesday, depending on how the market looks. So we got a lot of income that's going to be coming in. And we just keep progressing towards our goals, right? So we had the 1,269 left in order to get it done. Yeah, I need probably, 600 next week, 600 the following week, and then we can get our goal done. We're at about 93.46% of our annual goal, which is crazy to think about that we're already that close, about $10,000 away. So I really only need, just a little under $2,000 a month in order to hit the annual goal. As long as we just go up and to the right, I mean, we're really close to getting there. Halfway, 55% of the way to our goal this month, and we're marching towards our annual options goal of the 34,000. So slowly but surely, we're building the account. Slowly but surely, we just keep selling cash secure puts and covered calls, and we just keep walking it up and to the right. Now, obviously, there'll be some point where we're going to have a massive pullback, and we might have to make some decisions, just like we did when we had some Tesla to win in the money. We had to roll it. We had to work with it, and now we're back in it. So we'll de-risk on the TSLL plays. I may play some more TSLL next week. I'm definitely going to play probably some more MSTX. I'm probably going to play maybe some SOXO puts as well. And then, if things get super juicy on Tesla, I may layer down into it if we can get into that 250, 260 range. If we have a huge dump, I may get into it there. But that's where we're sitting at the week. So that's the plays I got on the table as of right now. Of course, the mini account, if you guys are watching that series, those are going to expire worthless today. I will get all the cash back there. We're at a new all-time high once again, and I will get that updated, and we will make some trades on Monday. I am leaving those for the video on Monday, so we will do that. But appreciate everybody as always. Happy investing. Enjoy your weekend if you're watching this on drop day, and we'll catch you next week.